Am I the jerk for refusing to share my inheritance from my late mother with my step-siblings even though my dad says it's the right thing to do? My mom passed away when I was 16 from cancer. Before she died, she set up a trust fund for me with money from her life insurance and her savings. The trust was around $300,000. It was set up so I'd get access to it when I turned 25 for a house down payment, and the rest would be available when I turned 30. I just turned 25 3 months ago. My parents were divorced when my mom got sick. My dad remarried 2 years after my mom died to a woman named Carol who has 3 kids from her previous marriage. They're now ages 16, 14, and 12. I was 18 when they got married, so I never really lived with them full-time. I'd visit on holidays and some weekends, but I was mostly independent, living at college and then getting my own apartment. I've never been close with Carol or her kids. They're fine, nice enough, but they're not my family in the way my mom's side of the family is. My dad has tried to force a blended family situation, but it never felt natural to me. He'd get upset when I'd spend holidays with my mom's parents instead of with him and Carol's family. He said I was being difficult and not giving his new family a chance. Last month, I accessed the first part of my trust to put a down payment on a house. I bought a small 3-bedroom house in a good neighborhood. I'm so proud of this purchase. It's my first home, and it feels like my mom is taking care of me even though she's gone. I posted photos of my new house on social media. My dad called me the next day congratulating me, but then asked how I afforded it. I explained about the trust from my mom. There was a long silence. Then he said he didn't realize the trust was that substantial. He said he thought it was maybe 20 or 30,000, not enough for a house down payment. A week later, my dad asked to meet me for coffee. He sat me down and said he wanted to talk about my inheritance. He said Carol's kids are going to college in the next few years, and they have no college fund. He and Carol have been struggling financially. He said it would be really meaningful and the right thing to do if I shared some of my inheritance with my step-siblings to help with their education. I was stunned. I said this is money my mom left specifically for me. He said my mom would want me to help family. I said Carol's kids aren't my family, not really, and my mom's money was meant for me. He got upset and said that's a cruel thing to say, that we are a family now, and after everything he's done for me I should be willing to help. I pointed out that he pays minimal child support after the divorce, often fought my mom on expenses, and I put myself through college with scholarships, student loans, and working. He didn't help me financially with college at all. He said that was different, that he was struggling back then. I said I'm sorry his stepkids don't have a college fund, but that's not my responsibility. He said I'm being selfish. He said I have more than enough, that I'm young and single with no kids and a good job, and his stepkids deserve a chance at education. He said $50,000 split 3 ways would barely dent my inheritance, but would change their lives. I said no. The money is mine, from my mom, and I'm not giving it away. He got angry and said I'm acting entitled. He said my mom would be ashamed of me. That one really hurt. He said a good person would help their siblings. I said they're not my siblings, they're his wife's kids. He left the coffee shop angry. Since then he's been texting me articles about family and generosity. Carol sent me a long Facebook message about how hard it is to raise 3 kids, and how college is so expensive, and how much it would mean if I could help. My dad's parents, my grandparents, called me saying I should reconsider, that family helps family. But my mom's parents, who are also still alive, are furious at my dad for even asking. They said my mom worked hard and saved that money specifically for me, and under no circumstances should I give it to anyone else. My mom's sister said my dad has a lot of nerve asking me to fund his stepkids when he barely helped fund me. I feel guilty. Those kids didn't do anything wrong. It's not their fault their parents didn't save for college. Part of me thinks $50,000 would help them, and I'd still have plenty left. But another part of me is angry that my dad thinks he can dictate what I do with my dead mother's money. This is all I have left from her. This is her taking care of me from beyond the grave. My dad is now giving me the silent treatment. He didn't invite me to a family barbecue last weekend. Carol unfriended me on social media. My dad's side of the family is split. Some think I should help, others think my dad is out of line for asking. So Reddit, am I the jerk for refusing to share my inheritance with my step-siblings? Update. Thank you for all the responses. The overwhelming consensus gave me confidence. I called my dad and told him firmly that this conversation is over. I will not be sharing any of my inheritance, and if he brings it up again, I'll be going low contact. He tried to argue, but I held firm and ended the call. I also spoke with the trustee of my mom's trust and made sure my dad has no legal access or claim to any of it. Turns out my mom specifically wrote in the trust documents that the money was for me alone, and under no circumstances should my father have any control or claim to it. Even from the grave, my mom was protecting me. I'm at peace with my decision. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section.